What's good, family? It's your boy. Welcome to another edition of Hawks Post Game Live. As we beat the Orlando Magic 108-98. Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me, baby. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. We got that dub. I love to see it. We love it here, baby. We love that. Another win. It was a tough win, man, but we got that, though. We got that, though. That's all that matters. We got that dub. And, hey, we got that dub. That's all that matters, baby. Tap in with your homeboy. Let me go ahead and send this stuff out so everybody tracking that we live. We fresh to death. We ready to get it popping today. Let me go and send these notices out real quick, family. As we get ready to get into this show. Get ready to get some feedback, man. You know what I'm talking about. Let me go and share this stuff real quick. Let's get everybody in here popping, man. Let's go. Let's go. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me send these messages out to the fam. Give me 1 more second, guys. Give me 1 more second, and we finna get it cracking in here. One more second, guys. 1 more second. While I'm sending these messages out real quick, family, y'all gonna smash that like button for your homeboy. Smash that like button for that Hawks win tonight. All right, family, it's your boy. We up in the building. Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is, man. Let's go and get this to crack-a-lacking, you feel me? Let's get this crack-a-lacking, man. Them boys out there getting them dubs, just like how we want them to do. I'm excited. Great, hard-fought win by our club today, guys. Tonight, I should say. Great. We overcame a lot of stuff tonight, family. Overcame a lot of stuff, man. Overcame a terrible shooting night from our superstar point guard, Trae Young. He was down early, but he came through when it mattered. Very slow start by the boys. Very slow start by the boys tonight. But our defense and the inexperience of a young Orlando Magic team kept us within arm's reach. You know, we started the game very slow, only 19 points in that first half. I mean, in that first quarter. Came back out, put up 31 in the second quarter. The problem was we gave up another 27. We gave up back-to-back 27s to the Magic, which had them in a 4-point lead in halftime. Um, Third quarter comes, we kind of make a push. We finally take the lead back in the game. Biggest lead in that third quarter was like 7, I think. And then obviously they went on another run, ended up taking the lead. We ended up going back and forth with the boys. Ended up going back and forth with Orlando Magic, swapping the lead. You know what I'm saying? But here come the fourth quarter. Gotta tip my cap to freaking John Collins, bro. Gotta tip my cap to John Collins. He single-handedly kept us in this game, bro. Well, kept us within striking distance. Okay. I mean, I don't know what else you can ask for from John Collins after these 2 games you just saw. I don't know what else you want from the guy. Shout out to DeJounte Murray. He heated up also. Shout out to Clint Capella was playing some good defense. Okay. Bro, gotta love the effort by the boys. I didn't like our shooting. It was kind of rusty, but our defense, guys, the defense, I'm telling you, because we are a jump shooting team. So it's going to be nights like this. And I said this in 2 videos ago. It's going to be nights like this where the shot is not falling. How do we keep ourselves in the game? Well, you keep yourself in the game with defense. And our defense showed only down 4 points going into the half. And then the effort tonight by the guys on the boards. That was one of my issues, man. One of my issues was I was concerned about the rebounding, but with JC, the whole team, we gang rebounded. I think we ended up actually winning the rebounding. We're gonna talk about that. And I can't find my notebook, but I said we need to limit Orlando to less than 10 offensive rebounds also. So limit them with them second chance points because they're a very long team. And I'm glad we finally figured it out. Okay, as a team, finally figured it out. But, a lot of it was just Trey. The shots was just not falling for Trae Young, man. I mean, he's starting the season off bad as far as shooting percentage. But, I mean, he's still making plays for others. Double digits in assists again tonight. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can ask for. Obviously, a shooter going to keep shooting the ball, man. I'm sure they probably was encouraging Trey, hey, stay in your game. Keep shooting the ball. They're going to fall sooner or later. Just what happened. Fourth quarter came. Our superstar point guard hit clutch shots when we needed the clutch shots. You know what I'm saying? I know the cats like Skip Bayless to say, oh, he's just a volume shooter. But I'm going to tell you tonight, he hit them when they mattered. When your superstar's supposed to score points, he scored points. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Like I say, when it comes to Trae Young, you got to take the good with the bad, man. You got to accept he's going to shoot some of those bad shots, okay? You got to accept that. So, I mean, I've accepted it because I think he outweighs what he does good outweighs the bad shots he take. I mean, sometimes I don't like it, but it is what it is. Also, he needs to he got to work on getting back on defense, man. Like, it's a whole when Trae score a bucket, look how he run back on defense. He be running back, swag out. When he miss a shot or he don't think he got a call, man, listen, it'd take him 30 minutes to get back on defense. He got to work on that, man. He got to work on that. I'm surprised Nate not even saying. I don't know, but yeah, I'm on the outside looking in. But Nate got to say something to him if he hasn't said nothing to him about that. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at these stats, man. Let's drop these stats real quick, and then I'm gonna go over these stats, man, and then then I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody need to come in and chop it up with your boy. So let's look at the stats, man. We're gonna start with our Atlanta Hawks, man. Let's go on. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna refresh this. Let's pull up some clean numbers here. Okay. Boom. Boom. Y'all see it? Let's go. Okay, Dre Hunter. All right, Dre Hunter, 32 minutes, 5 of 12 from the field, 41%. Bro, it didn't even feel like he played 32 minutes, dog. If I'm being honest, it didn't feel like he was in there that long. But Jerry Hunter gave us 12 points. He was a +6, 6 rebounds. That's double. That's double his average from last year. So we'll take that. John Collins, 36 minutes, 9 for 14 from the field. This dude is super efficient with the limited touches. 64%. I think he only had maybe 2 dunks. He was 3 for 4 from 3 with especially with the back breaker three-pointer. He gave you 13 rebounds. He finished 23 and 13. 23 and 13. He's a plus 26. I don't want to hear no more John Collins slander, dog. Clint Capella, 4 for 6. He gave me 8.7 boards. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with Clint Capella. I don't feel like his energy is there. Maybe it's just me, but I gotta tip my cap to that one possession with with Banchero, where he was one-on-one, man. Clint Capella forced that turnover, which led to 2 easy buckets, man. Made the easy bucket. His turnover, his defense single-handedly started to break. He drew 2 more charges today, so I give it to Clint Capella stepping in there. You know what I'm saying? But the rebound, I don't know where his rebounds is at. Why he only got 7 boards, man? But in 31 minutes, I don't know. Maybe that's because he was on Wendell Carter Jr. and Orlando really play a lot from the perimeter. DeJounte 8 for 16, man. Awesome. When you shoot 50% from the field as a jump shooter, that's amazing. He finished with 20 points tonight. 20. He almost had a triple-double. 20 points, 9 assists, 9 boards. DeJounte almost gave us a triple-double. Trae Young, 25, 13. Bro, but look at both Trae Young and DeJounte. Just between them two, man, that's 13 turnovers in between, bro. You see that right here? This is 7 and 6. That's 13 turnovers right there, bro. That can't happen every night. Definitely not against a good team. You know what I'm saying? That's a no-go. And we overcame this with Trae Young shooting terrible tonight. 7 for 24, 29%. That's terrible. That's like when he was a rookie. First half of the season. Terrible. Okongwu, 1 for 2. That was a nice move. Y'all saw when Okongwu did that Euro step. He did that Euro step. That's how he scored his bucket. Only 3 boards. Now you see what happened when he in there against some giants, and you notice he only got 16 minutes tonight, man. I told you, man, that length kills us. It was killing us early. We looked confused early. Jalen Johnson would have left 11 minutes tonight, 1 for 4. I mean, he's really not impressing me. I mean, everybody had me thinking he was like the next Scottie Pippen or something. Right now, I'm not impressed with him, man. I'm not seeing nothing major that stands out with him, man, on the stat sheet or anything. Shout out to the Holiday boys, man, picking up another steal tonight. Justin Holiday with the clutch 3-pointers tonight. Yo, bro, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. If Trae Young could just shoot a little bit better, then we would have blew these dudes out. But like I said, hopefully when we start playing a good team, a contender, bro, we can't. I don't know. We could survive a night like that, man, against a good team, man. I really don't. Because Orlando, they'll keep you in the game, taking bad threes, turning the ball over. Let's see. I forgot to look. I forgot to see some. How many turnovers did we force tonight? We forced 19 turnovers tonight. So you gotta love that. Forced 19 turnovers. We had and we had how many steals? We had 10 steals. So our defense was working tonight, gentlemen. The defense was working tonight, man. So that's all I got, man. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna drop the link, man. If you need to come on, you want to voice your thoughts and opinions, come on up here, man. Tell me what you thought about the game, and give me your MVP of the game tonight. Y'all already know who my MVP. My MVP is John Collins, and I don't want to hear no more John Collins hate, bro, ever, because he is out here doing it. Everything everybody was talking about. Here we go. There go the link, gentlemen. There's the link. If you want to come on and say your piece, y'all just follow the link, man. Come on up in here. And starting probably next week, man, we're going to have a call-in line, man. So if you don't want to come in on the video, hey, you can come in on the audio. You know what I'm saying? You can come in on the audio. We're going to get this virtual phone line running. Y'all can call in. instead of having to come up on here on video if you choose not to. But bro, it's an amazing game tonight, man. Good game, man. It's one of those games, guys. We gonna have those games where you just gotta grind it out. We had to grind it out for about 3.5 quarters, gentlemen. We grinded that game for about 3.5 quarters, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me bring my boy Trey Beast in the building, man. What's good, my G? Talk to me, man. Talk to me. What'd you think about the game tonight, man?
Can you hear me? I
Yeah, I
can't
can hear
find
you.
my damn headphone. I can't find my headphone. I've been looking for my headphone. But
I can hear
now,
you.
now, man, tonight. I mean, even though it was a bad shooting night for us, like you said, we're a shooting team, so we're gonna live and die by that shot. You feel what I'm saying? But my MVP, man, JC is showing me
Talk to me,
everything. It's
man.
like
Talk to me about Collins, baby.
I was about to say, JC is like we last year we was, I don't want to say complaining, but we kind of made our wish list with JC as far as what we expected, and it's like he hit every last one on the head. You feel what I'm saying? And like the offense is there, the defense is there. When he get the ball, he's way more aggressive with the ball. I think I don't know if it's because he know his shots is getting his shots is gonna get low. You know what I'm saying? To
Uh-huh.
where the point where he got to take advantage of his shot. That kind of what Okongwu do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he looking a whole lot better, even with the face up and the three. He looking man,
He
man.
doing it, my guy. He doing it. He
that's
doing it.
hey man,
And that's all. And this
kind of
all I
cool.
gotta say, man. This all I gotta say. This all I gotta say. Like I did Trey Young when I was bashing Trey Young in his rookie year. When he turned that shit around, bro, I made a video and I said, I'm sorry, I was wrong. And
Oh
that's all
yes,
I'm
sir.
saying. A lot of people coming up here saying, oh, well, he can't do this. I'm like, bro, stop it. Y'all done came up with everything he can't do. I don't know what else you want him to do. He done showed you
Yeah.
2 games. He got a bag. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. He definitely has shown, man. Hey,
Shoot.
he answered the call, man, and
Yeah, man.
that's really all we expect, man. If you see what's going on, we just want you to fix it. We know
Exactly.
we know we got a squad. Like I just posted in the chat, we know we got a squad. Like we got a squad. Once you think about it, especially them holiday boys, I didn't expect them to make them. But it's like having two DeLon Wrights out there with a little bit better offense. You feel what I'm saying, or a little more aggressive offense. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And
That's what I'm
DeJounte
talking
going
about.
crazy.
Going
He
crazy.
gonna average 2-3 steals a game this year. I see.
Yeah,
I
man.
see.
All
Ooh.
right, let me bring on my boy. We got a new one, Mr. Cleanup. Hey, I'm gonna take you off, man, because my stream been locking up lately, man. When I have more than one person up here. So,
Okay.
guys, you know how normally I keep everybody up here. I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'll bring you on. You say what you gotta say, man, and then I gotta bring you off when I got other people who want to come on because I don't know what it is. I got the high speed internet. I'm wired,
Is
hardwired,
it
but it
is it
still
gonna
frees
send
up.
me backstage or is it gonna send? Do
If
I
you
have
want
to
to
like?
stay on, I just send you backstage. If you want to stay up
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You can
All
just
right, I'm
send
gonna
me
just send you
backstage.
backstage. Okay. Okay, we bringing on my guy, Mr. Cleanup, man. What's good, my guy? You there?
Hey, what it do, family? You got me?
Yeah, I got you, man. How you doing?
Okay. Hey, man, good, man. Hey, first of all, I don't know if you drop your contact information for people that want to support you financially, if they can, because you're doing a good service. You've been grinding. I be lurking.
Hey,
Appreciate that.
I appreciate it, man. You
So
know,
so
hey.
make sure you put that information in there.
Oh, I will, man. It's like I say, bro. I started this channel up, man. Uh, actually, I started this channel up. I ain't even gonna lie, like 10 years ago, and but I kind of wasn't consistent. I was just following the Hawks, but I said, let me get back up here, man, because I'm right now. I live in Texas, so there's nobody I can talk Hawks ball with. You know what I'm saying, or watch the game with. So I appreciate when everybody come up here and we chopping it up, man. I appreciate y'all support, man. So talk to me about the game tonight, Mr. Clean Up.
No, big facts, big facts. Hey, family, hit that like button, though. I'll go ahead and plug that real quick. But
Yeah, I
no, on
appreciate
to
it.
the game, man. First of all, to the people, I'm one of them. Like, I'm a big Trey supporter. He starts off slow. He has that, he typically he'll start off slow. Not right now. We're having so many new players, new additions to the team. He trying to fill himself out. He ain't used to having another alpha with him on the court, and you can tell. I think he's struggling. He's forcing a little bit, pressing a little bit, just because he
Mm-hmm.
wants to also make sure he's still holding his status. But I think his dad gonna get him straight on that, and the shot gonna come. This is what Trey do. I see it every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, how you feel about that? Are you worried about? Because I see people in the chat like second game in a row, second game in a row. I'm not worried
Well,
about it. Trey gonna come around.
I'm not worried about it because I fell for this last time, like his rookie year, and that's what I said it during the watch along. I said, bro, he started just like this his rookie year, and I was clowning him, saying he was a bum, whoop de whoop whoop. By December, he turned it on, and then I'm over here making a video saying, Trey, I'm sorry, I was wrong, whoop de whoop. This is the thing. This is the biggest difference, though. Clean up. This is the biggest difference. Even with him struggling, having the DeJounte, having Dre being aggressive, having Collins balling offsets a lot of those misses. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not as really concerned as if we didn't have DeJounte. Then I would be concerned because I'm like, okay, how we gonna get these points? But with DeJounte being able to facilitate and score the ball and do what he do, I'm not really concerned. Bro, Trey Young averages, he's a career 25-9 guy in the NBA. You feel me? So, I mean,
Big facts.
he can have a bad start. I mean, it's just like, say he started off hot, but then in December he would win in a slump and play bad for 4 games. I mean, it just sticks out more, in my opinion, sticks out more because it's the beginning of the season. You feel me?
Big facts. And this is the key thing to consider. Also, this is at least what I've noticed. If we can get consistency out of John Collins and Hunter, right? Just those two guys alone, we already know Murray gonna do his thing. If we can
Right.
just get JC and Hunter to be consistent, Trey is he's gonna be extra because one thing that he has that none of the other guys have, probably except for Murray, he got the clutch gene. It don't matter if he goes 0 for 24. When we need that last one to go in, he's gonna be 1 for 25. That's
Yeah, I
Trey
mean,
Young
he
right
he
there.
he showed it. He showed it tonight. He hit them two
Yeah,
clutch three.
yeah,
He showed it
facts.
tonight. I mean, hey, and I said it. He shot terrible tonight, but guess what? When you're a super a superstar, they show up in that fourth quarter when it mattered. He showed up, banged them in, and then John Collins finished their ass off with that three from the corner. Finished their ass off. You know what I'm saying? Like big money players should do. You feel me? It's almost like we seeing a birth of a young big three. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we don't have the accolades. Collins and Murray don't have the accolades as a whatever other big three you want to talk compare them to. But I mean, when you look at the numbers so far starting the season, they giving us big three numbers. You feel me?
John Collins, I never slander him. I just call it like it is. Probably if I say, hey, uh, some of my opinions may come across as being slanderous in the past because I
Right.
know what he's capable of doing. And the man, he will hold himself back. Now I don't know what he did over the offseason, but salute that brother because all he needs to do is just look for himself a little bit more. And you pointed out something in the last stream that Murray looks for John Collins. He's made a concerted effort
Exactly.
to come down and look for him. He sees him. He gives it to him right in rhythm. I think even Trey's gonna pick up on that and seeing that okay, JC, yeah, we got something in this. He been even more aggressive on the defensive end, which I've been begging for that since he been in Atlanta.
And that's what, bro.
Because
And that's what I've been saying about. I didn't mean to cut you off, my guy. Go ahead. My bad.
no, I was just saying like how can you be that athletic on the offensive end and that don't translate? That's a mentality that he was lacking.
Well, you
So
know
I
what else he
already
doing
know
good on that
he
defensive
gonna
end? You
tap
know what
in.
else he doing good? You know what else he doing good? He not getting in foul trouble on that defensive end of the ball. He usually had 2 fouls in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? So now
Facts.
he been is a couple things. Now he's being able to stay on the court longer because he's not in foul trouble in the first quarter. And also, the thing is this, and I've been trying to tell people this, man, on Twitter and everywhere. When people was talking about John Collins and saying he's not a number two, that's what I told people. I said, bro, go back and just look at the usage rate of the Atlanta Hawks last year. Our number one player with the highest usage rates is Trae Young. Number two is Bogdanovich. That was our number two when it come as far as usage. That's why Bogdanovich was giving you 18 points last year because he was coming off, but he was coming off the bench. But he was dominating the ball. Because remember, when he came off the bench, Trae would come out the game most of the time, and Bogdanovich would come in there. And that's what I'm saying. John, if you go back and look at his highest usage rate with us, that's when he gave it us 20 and 10. You see what I'm saying? So that usage rate, which leads, where that come from? That come from people like Murray looking for him and giving him the ball, not him either having a battle and get a rebound put back. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the biggest thing. I already knew he could shoot the ball. You could see his numbers from last year and know he could shoot. But when you don't get the opportunity, and he get limited shots, and he shoot over 50%, so he even efficient. He was giving you 15 points on like 8 shots. You know what I'm saying?
And also off 8 shots, he giving you great efficiency. And the key thing that I noticed that he cleaned up, he used to do a lot of fiddling around when he first got the ball, a little jab step, a little two step. Now he's going straight away. He going straight up. That jump hook, he done got it down.
Being
If
being
he can keep that at 50%,
yeah.
he
What's
being
the word?
assertive straight away.
Assertive. There it go. He already know what he gonna do with the ball when he get it. It's like, you know what it is? It's like somebody say, John, you have the green light. It's like somebody finally told him that or something. But look, 9 for 14, bro. He gave us 23 points on 14 attempts. Then gave you 13
you can't do
boards,
it better.
13 boards and 3 steals and a block. I mean, he filled up the stat sheet, man. I'm sure people are happy about that 23 million now. Shoot. Why you
Hey,
tripping?
how you feel? How you feel about that Hunter contract? You feel like we good with that?
Oh yeah, we good, man. We good. Like I say, man, with that Hunter contract, I was like this, man. In my head, as a GM, you should already know what you think the player is worth, and you just offer them that shit. And if they don't take it, you say, "All right, well, go prove it on the market. We'll let the market dictate it. We'll let your performance dictate it." You see what I'm saying? But you know, a lot of these GMs, they too busy trying to nickel and dime. You know, are we gonna offer him this little bit, man? Let him go out there and prove it. You know what I'm saying? He restricted anyway, so it ain't like he could leave us for nothing. We could always match if he put up the numbers, and a team say you worth this. If the numbers with it, do you match it? But GM, they be trying to nickel and dime and try to say all this stuff. I really think when it come down to some of that stuff, these dudes, these owners, they don't want to pay that money. But like I tell people, look at the Warriors. They repeater luxury tax offenders. They luxury tax is probably more than our roster right now. Just the luxury tax, because they in a tax every year. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I think Hunter Worth, I think 4 years, 95. I thought that was a good deal. Cause shit, if he come out here and
No, that's a great deal.
yeah, he come out here and he would have tricked off an average 20, somebody would have threw some more money at him. One of these up and coming rebuilding teams. You feel me?
One thing that Hunter do, he can guard 1 through 4. He ain't really gonna get into foul trouble. He got a little, a few knick-knack fouls, but really when you watch the replay, a lot of the fouls that they call on him be suspect. The man defense be solid. We
Yeah,
already
man.
know that. Now,
Hey.
just like JC, somebody got in his ear, he's also being aggressive. He using his length at the hole the right way. I never really seen him be as off the ball as he been, or excuse me, as on the ball, being decisive, going to the hole. Man, that's a game changer. And when we get Bogey back, I put this in the chat. The spacing on that second unit is going to clear up. There's a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
confusion because the cohesion ain't there. Once Bogey comes, you're going to have another set shooter, and especially once Trae learned the tendencies of the team. There's so many new parts. I can tell he's trying to figure out, okay, during the game today, you saw him shoot that pass to Jalen Johnson in the corner when he abandoned his spot and when it went to drive and got another turnover. That stuff
Yeah.
gonna get cleaned up. Nate,
Oh yeah.
one thing about him, he got his criticisms, but he know how to make sure the finer points get noticed. Defense, making sure you're in the right spot, passing the ball, keeping that energy up. So yeah, I'm gonna slide off the chat, man. Hey, salute again. We'll let somebody else jump on here.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, I appreciate the service, man.
Hey, no problem, man. Hey, please come back, man. Shout out to my boy, Mr. Clean Up, dropping that knowledge on us, baby. I appreciate you, my G. All right, we're gonna bring on Rashad. Clint Capella, #1 fan right
That's
here.
right. That's right. What's
What's
going
good?
on,
What's
man?
good, dog? What's popping?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
What's your thoughts
Yeah,
on the game,
man.
man? What's your thoughts on the game?
It was a great game, man. I mean, all in all, I think everybody did their job. I know Nate get a lot of criticism. Some of it's deserved. To me, a lot of it right now isn't. I think the thing I like mostly about Nate is he does. You can tell that he plays a strategy. So like he always used to say when he first took over, you can't play the first quarter the same way you play the fourth quarter. Like you can't play the beginning of the game the same way you play the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is one of those games where we saw that, where we saw the team progress and progress, and then when it came down to like winning time, we slowed down the pace. We played through Trey. We let him pick his spots, let him hit his shooters, and you know, and we came out. We came out with the win. I mean, we was up. We was up. What we would have won. I thought we was gonna hit about 15, but when we got up about 12, I think the game was over. They
Yeah, when
scrambled
when
for
when
another shot.
when Collins hit that three, that was game right there.
Yeah, that was it. That was sweet.
That was ball
Collins,
game.
Collins was good too, man.
Say that again. I didn't hear that last
Your
part.
boy, he's
What?
proven.
No.
He
What?
proven
Say
it.
what you just
He
said. Say what you
proven it,
just said
man. He
first.
proven it.
Say what you just said.
Your boy Collins,
He
he,
what? He
he did
what?
his thing. He was good. He was good. He was good. He made look. If he keep playing like this, he an all star. But
Easy, bro. Easy. But I'm
here's
sure
the
you heard what I said though, man.
yeah
It's the usage.
yeah.
It's the usage.
But here's the other side of it though, right? He's earning it. He's earning it on both ends because for the past 2 years, I've been looking at this guy like, yo, like, what are you doing on the defensive end? You're too athletic. You're too explosive to let somebody like, Miles Bridges take advantage of you, or Julius Randle come out here and just drop 30 on you whenever he wants. Like you're just too explosive. You're too skilled. You can't. You have to care about both ends of the floor. I do think that one you can see Murray's defensive mentality, and I think along with the
The
holidays,
holiday boys, yup.
yeah, I think them coming in really getting, really showing a hands-on approach of like this is how you approach playing defense. I think that has helped, but he looked like he done got stronger. Looked like he don't watch film. I don't know, man. He looked like a
They
totally different
giving
person.
him the ball, bro. That's all they're doing. It's
Yeah, that's just
nothing
one side.
special. Everything you see John Collins do, he could do that for the past 2 years, but every year his usage goes down, down,
Man, come on.
down. But y'all be expecting more production from less usage. And I'm like, what are y'all looking at here? No
When
one, DeJounte comes down and actually looks for John Collins, bro. He don't dribble the ball
right.
around 20 times. He come down and Collins know it now. That's why he'll start trying to establish position. And
Yeah.
and the biggest knock that he did, that the only problem I had with Collins last year was he was always hesitant when he got the ball. This year, bro, he ain't playing no game. He get the ball, he already know what he finna do with it. He
Yeah.
already know it, like I was telling cleanup. It's like somebody told him, you have the green light. You can shoot the ball. Cause now he don't even look. He get that thing, bro. If you think he got him, he go. You know what I'm saying? And
I
what on the season he got how many dunks?
like
3.
two. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. He done showed you every part of his game, man. It somebody finally giving him the ball. I don't want to hear that dribbling shit because you didn't. You just saw the play. He stole the ball, went the whole court through the defense with
But
the
that's what I'm saying.
pump
Like
jam.
that's not like Trey couldn't have stopped them from doing that a year or two ago. He couldn't do it a year or two ago.
Yes, he could, man.
Man, come on.
Yes,
Man,
he
come on. When I
can.
saw that, I was like, who is this guy?
All you
Who
gotta
is
do,
this
go
guy?
look at his numbers, dog. His numbers say everything. Ain't nothing different except they giving him the ball. His usage is going up. That's what it is, man. Come
he's
on.
able to put. I've seen this year. I've seen him integrate what I would say like somewhat of an Anthony Davis type of style to where he can get a shot off one dribble, two dribble, mid range, one dribble, two dribble at the rim. The defense he played tonight was so just different. Like I've never seen him play
Because he not in
defense at that
foul
level.
trouble, bro. He not on foul. Usually, like I was saying, usually he got 2 fouls in the first quarter. Usually, am I right or wrong? He got 2
Yeah, he
fouls,
was foul. He
but
was
now
foul,
he's
but
actually staying on the court. And like you said, I'm gonna tell you what we're seeing. We seeing that defensive mentality take over because everybody's getting involved. Like I did earlier, man. I shouted out Clint Capella. I was on that live stream on that watch along, bro. I gave him so much credit when he was guarding Banchero 1-on-1 and forced him into a turnover and started that break. Capella, I know I'm cracking a joke, but Capella done got more charges in the first 2 games than I seen him the whole time he been in
last
Atlanta.
year, yeah, and he still look out of shape to me right now.
I mean, not now, like I said earlier, and this is a question for you. To me, something don't seem right with Clint Capella. I don't know if to me it seemed like he lacking like energy, effort. I don't know what. I can't put my finger because I'm like, man, this dude look like he not even involved. But then he'll come and draw a charge. You know what I'm saying? Or he'll do that, show you that defense on Banchero, right? But something not, bro. He got 7 boards tonight in almost 30 minutes. Something not right. I don't know if he feeling some type of way. Are you seeing that?
I am. I am. I went back and watched game one because I watch like the condensed version, like a day later or something. I went back and watched game one. He was the same way in game one, and like he doesn't look like he's in shape. Like, and that's possibly he did come off a knee surgery because he hyperextended his knee last year, so he did come off a knee surgery. So he maybe he wasn't able to really play himself in shape and training camp and preseason or whatever. But he looks heavier and he looks slower right now.
He looked like he uninterested. Now I'm just saying what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? Looks can be deceiving. People get me with that all the time. They be like, "You don't give a fuck." Actually, I do. I just don't. I'm just not out here jumping up for joy and shit. You know what I'm saying? But so looks can be deceiving, but something just don't look right. Like you said, maybe he not in shape. Maybe he trying to play his way in shape.
Yeah.
But nights like this why I screamed for a backup big man that's 7 feet. Why Nate didn't let Frank get some run early? I don't know why, but I got to tip my cap to the team. We finished. We was gang rebounding, team rebounding. We limit in my pregame show. I said, in my pregame, I said limit them to less than 10 offensive rebounds. We did that. We won the boards. I just said in my pregame, I said let's just keep it close. We actually won the battle of the boards.
Yeah. 44 to 46.
And we got the turnovers. We still forced the turnovers because that was one of my things. The Magic, a young team like them gonna keep you in the game, bro. Because they're young, they're shooting any old thing. Like Ventura, I don't know why he kept shooting them threes when he had the lane the whole night. You know what I'm saying? Why he kept shooting threes, pop youth. You know what I'm saying? But
and that was at the end of the game too. It's possible that he was tired, because him and Collins was battling, and this just to get not to drag on Collins, but this is the last thing I'll say about it. When we first drafted Collins, his first 2 years, he was a fighter, and like I think that's what made me mad because he was a fighter. When I first watched him, I loved his game when he played that year under Bud because all he did was fight and scrap. He scrapped for every rebound. He scrapped for every possession. He couldn't shoot yet, but he was still, he was just battling. And he would take a beating and he'd come out on top a lot of times. And, if you look at his stats, he grabbed 10 rebounds. He'd get a block shot. And that was as a rookie. So to me, I thought he had that motor. And then, next thing you know, Trey come and They go Hollywood and shit. I was like, yo, like what's happening?
I
Eh,
mean, at the end of the day, man, let me tell you something about John Collins. Every year he adds something to his game, man.
That's
Now,
true.
what hurt him was you forget that 25. He had that 25 game suspension.
Yeah.
That was what? That was Trey Young. That was the second
Second
year.
year.
Trey
Yeah,
Young
Trey Young
second
second
year.
year.
So that was a setback for him right there. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But his usage just started steadily going down, down, down. I never figured out why. But now I know why, because they just didn't pass him the damn ball. They never actually look for him. You don't need a play call to look for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
That
hey,
4 out, 1 in, that system don't help either. But
yep.
I'm glad that we got more, we progressed more
Who your
than
MVP tonight? Who's your MVP tonight?
I gotta give it to Collins. Collins
Okay.
did Collins did
Shout out
everything
Collins,
right.
man. Shout out John. All right,
Collins
man. I'm
did
gonna bring
everything
Matt
right.
on, man. I'm gonna bring Matt. So this is what we're gonna do, guys, because when I bring more than one person, my stream lock up. So this is what we're gonna do. Y'all know the day ones where I'm gonna bring on Matt. And then if Matt, Trey, Rashad, if y'all want to stay on, and I know Gerald probably gonna tap in. If y'all want to stay on, I'll bring y'all on, and like we did last, I'll just log off so y'all can keep it going. If y'all want to go ahead and have a group
Okay.
thing, but when I
What you
bring
gonna
all
put?
y'all,
You gonna put
huh?
it on backstage?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put you on backstage,
Okay, cool.
and let me bring my guy on Matt.
What's up? What's up?
And hey, I was reading. I didn't respond because I was doing I was doing the watch along. But I
Yeah,
was getting them notifications that Twitter. I was getting the notifications. Hey, look, when Clint missed that little when he
Lord help him.
when he
Lord
tried to
help him.
shoot, and I was reading, I was like, I know it's coming. And here you go with it. Did y'all see that mess? What the hell? Woo, 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 woo.
What was that? I'm like, bro, this guy right here is like, just because Trey airball don't give you the luxury to, you know what I'm saying? Like he'd have earned it. You everything you shoot need to go in.
What's your thoughts on
But
the game tonight, my guy? What's your overall thoughts of the game?
I mean, of course, I'm happy that we won. The details, I'm like the turnovers. I mean, just way too many turnovers. Um, I needed Nate to whatever. Since some people want to give him credit, others, a little skeptical. Whatever he did or didn't do in the fourth quarter from a strategy perspective, he should have done at the beginning of the game because I mean they came out, playing down to Orlando. I felt and they should be over that because that's what hurt them last year. They played down to they had a good record versus the good teams, but the losing teams I think they were under 500 against the losing teams. So you want to see them come out and put a team like that away early, but they didn't shoot well at the beginning.
The length, man. It was the length.
Yeah.
They had to figure it out, man. Because I was sitting here, I'm watching the game. I'm like, we got to figure it out. What sucked was we couldn't shoot over them because we was cold early. Everybody, I mean, but not besides John. Everybody not named John and Hunter was cold early. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Hunter single-handedly kept us in the game early because he had like 8 of the first 15. Kept us in the game early. None of the shots was falling. I mean, now if you say if we shooting shit, I think we ended the half at like 20-some% shooting from 3. If we shooting 35%, that's a whole nother game. And we're not down 4. But like I said, and I'm gonna say it again. I keep saying it. We are a jump shooting team. We gonna have nights like this where that ball not falling, man. But our defense kept us. We always stay within striking distance. You know what I'm saying? Let us. We end up going into the half only down 4 points because of our defense, and the help of Orlando being a young team, still taking stupid shots. You know what I'm saying? Turning the ball over, we still getting steals. But it's gonna be more nights like that against a smaller team. But you saw early, we tried to drive the lane. They was blocking everything at the beginning, bro. We couldn't get nothing in that paint early. You feel me?
Yeah. I do want to say John Collins, man. I'm so happy for John because this is what I've been saying for 2 years. I'm like that 21-10 guy didn't leave. His attempts left.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I've been telling
that's
people
what it
that, man.
was.
I've been telling them.
The fact that he don't gotta wait on Trey to give him the ball, now he could just, hey Murray, hey, I'm open, or he could go to him, to get the ball or get they're looking for him, actively. DeAndre looked for him too, so he's not dependent on one person to give him the ball. Now he got 3 or 4 guys trying to give him the ball. And he's
Yep.
scoring, he's decisive with it, he's not holding it. And I like how he mixed it up. Sometimes it's three, sometimes it's post moves. I like that he's scoring and not really with no alley oops. So that
You
he's
see that
showing.
statement? You see that statement right there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I said. That's what I said the other day. I don't know if you was on a stream, Demon, or you got froze up, but JJ, I'm like, I want to see him be more aggressive, but I thought, he played fairly well, in his
Yeah,
women.
man. He played good. Hey, so this what we're gonna do. Let me bring my boy Juan on because I got to
All right.
get off in about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna bring Juan on. Juan gonna say his thing, then I'll bring you, Rashad, and Trey Beast back on. Then I'm gonna hop off, okay?
All right.
All righty. Let's bring on my guy, that boy Young Juan in the building. What's good, my G? Talk to me.
What's up, man? It's morning time over here where I'm
I
at,
know I'm
man.
about
But
to I'm about to say you somewhere
it, over
half
the
way
rainbow.
around the world, baby.
Yeah, man. From I was, I looked at parts and bits of the game because I was kind of busy a little bit. But overall, I think having two facilitators is going to open up the floor for everybody. And JC already 2 games in is already a candidate for most improved player and fringe all star right now. He's gonna, I think he's gonna have a lot more 20 and 10 nights, 20
hmm
plus 10 nights this year than he has ever had in the past because the floor is opened up. We're gonna take some long shots. He's gonna be able to get more rebounds, obviously, and it's going. There's a conscious effort to give him the ball now, and I don't think that's Nate McMillan. I think they came from the top. You know what I mean? I think also that JC probably went to some of the brass. Is like, look, man, like I'm a focal point on this offense and on this team. Like I need to get the ball in my spots. And as you said, like you iterated throughout the post tonight, dude was 9 of 14, man. Like he knows where he want to go now. 6 years in, he knows how to get baskets. He's probably the best 3-point shooting power forward in the league right now outside of Kevin Durant, who starts at power forward. But he's uber efficient, and I'm happy for the dude, man. I know I've been trashing him over the last couple of years, but having two facilitators means he's going to get double the looks because when Trey is not going, DeJounte is looking for him. You know what I mean? And then when Trey finally looks, okay, well, I need to be feeding the ball. Like then he keeps giving it to him, and these two guys are going to have a lot of assists every night, man. Like if you get 20 plus assists, 22, 23, 24 from your backcourt, you're going to be really hard to beat because you're giving the ball to everybody. Everybody's sharing the load. And lastly, Trey don't have to shoot as much no more, man. He don't have to force these shots no more, and what was he, 7 for 22? I think it was.
Another terrible shooting night,
Yeah,
bro.
you don't have to do that no more, man. Like the rest of your guys can shoot. DeJounte can shoot, JC can shoot, Hunter can shoot, pass the ball around, man. You don't have that. And when Bogey come back, that's another shooter. So overall good game. Had double digit steals again. When's the last time you get double digit steals in back to back games? Or let
I know
alone
that's
had
right.
double
I'm
digit
surprised.
steals
I'm
in the
surprised we
season
won
last year.
the. I'm surprised we won the rebound battle. That's what got me up. I'm like, wow, we
Yeah.
actually doing it right now on the boards. Because that was one of my, like I said earlier, that was one of my pregame things. Limit the offensive rebounds. I said limit them to 8 to 10 offensive rebounds. Just keep the rebounding game close. Like I said, I think the Magic, they're just a young team right now because you probably heard me say it. I'll say it again. Why
Mm-hmm.
Banchero just didn't keep attacking the basket all night was beyond me, man. Because when he got that ball at the top
Yeah.
of the key, I mean, he was unstoppable. When he get that first step, he was unstoppable. And every time he shot them threes, I was like, hell yeah, let him keep shooting them things. You know what I'm
Yeah, he
saying?
gonna be a problem, man. He
Oh
gonna be a
yeah.
problem. I mean, he did one move early in the first half where he had got JC off the dribble, and then he went behind his back in mid lane. He didn't make the basket, but he drew the foul on JC. I was like, this dude gonna be a problem, man. Like he's a rookie. He gonna make rookie mistakes a lot this year. He like 8 for 19 or 8 for 18 or something like that. Still had 20 points. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
he's gonna be a focal point. He's gonna be a focal point. Orlando is big. They don't have a lot of good guard play. Cole Anthony coming out the bench and gave him 20 plus plus points, which was surprised me. He was
Shit,
killing
Cole
us.
Anthony looked
You know
like
what I
he
mean?
played better than Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, exactly, man. So their guard play is not really good right now outside of Cole Anthony. And, you got Frank Wagner, and then what is it, Terrence Ross. They don't have a lot of
Yeah,
good guard play right now. But once they figure it out with all those other athletic bigs they got,
and them
it may be a
shooters,
problem here. You know, shooters,
cause
it may be a
they
problem
all
here.
shooters. Yeah, they all
Yeah.
shooters. They all of them can hit from everywhere on the court. So
And I say 1 through 5, they all can hand the ball. Even Wendell Carter can take it from from the 3 point line and take it to the basket. And he was shooting threes. He missed them, but
yeah,
he can take them. He's confident enough. They give him the green light, man. So they're gonna be a problem once they figure it out. And they get some good guard play and they know how to close out games, man. Because it's hard to contend with all that length. Bobo, you got a 7'2" dude come out the bench that's 7'2" and blocking jump shots from 3 point line. Man, I was like, come on, man.
and you
You
saw
know what I mean? So
Bomber was hitting threes straight away, boy.
yeah,
Black up.
man. Yeah,
You
and he
ain't
taking it
you.
on the
Yeah,
dribble.
you definitely ain't blocking that stuff.
Yeah, so I mean they're gonna be a problem, but that's neither here or there. We talking about our Hawks, you know what I mean? I just think the Hawks, like the defense intensity, Nate still don't, he don't trust his bench right now. The starters played, I think DeJounte played 40 minutes. Trey played like 37 minutes. Like everybody's playing deep minutes game 2 of the season, which is okay. It's just game 2 of the season, but Nate gonna have to figure out that bench rotation, man. We
Well, he
can't
brought in
we
actually bought Trey back in early
yeah,
because he running the same rotation.
yeah,
At the 6 minute mark, DeJounte comes out.
yep. And Trey runs
Trey
the
played the
freshman
whole
first
fourth
quarter.
quarter, and then he come out to start the second. DeJounte back
Yep,
in. Did the 6 minute mark, Trey come back in. But what he did
yep.
this time in that third quarter, he actually brought Trey Young back in early.
Yeah, I
I,
saw that, and then Trey started getting hot too in the third
yeah.
quarter too. You know what I mean? He
Yep.
started hitting all those threes, so he found his rhythm. I just think that you know if when we play better teams and we don't have the shooting going with the starters, what are we going to on that bench? You know what I mean? Because you got a inexperienced Jalen. You got the Holiday brothers. They very good defensively, very good. Their tenacity is good. They're very aggressive on the defensive end. But where you going to get that someone that can be able to facilitate and get a bucket? You know what I mean on that bench, and that's where
Nate,
Bogey comes in.
Nate already got his damn playoff rotation already
Yeah,
going.
that man playing 9 people, dude. I was like, dude, we playing 9 people
Don't that,
already?
bro? Well,
You
you
know what I
know
mean?
what?
Like
Hey, these games been close.
that's
We ain't
true.
been able to put these.
Yeah,
We ain't been able to put these young boys away. I mean, fourth quarter. It's 3 minutes left. This shit's still a game. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I mean,
yeah.
same thing with the Rockets last night. You feel me?
Yeah,
So I
exactly. I
mean,
mean, these younger dudes, man, they coming in and they these dudes can scores and they athletic, man. Like the league is in good hands, but these guys gonna be problem. But I think the Hawks, man, moving forward until I want to see us play the some of the tighter contenders, some of our playoff personnel, see how we really match up with those guys. We're beating the teams we're supposed to be. You beat the teams you're
yep.
supposed to be, you're gonna be there in the end. You're gonna be there top 4, top 5, top 3. You're gonna be there. That's what we have to do. You have to beat those teams that we're supposed to beat, man. You know what I mean? And so far we're 2-0. Hopefully we got another one on Sunday against Charlotte. Be 3-0. We're looking good for the first week of the season. But overall, my thoughts for the game, I think our starting five is going to be a problem for any starting five in the NBA
Mm-hmm.
right now. And the a 20-10 guy in JC every night and a Hunter averaging 15, 17 every night, you got problems on your hand because you have 4 starters that can go get you 20 and 30 every single night.
And
And then
you
I thought,
notice
go
and you
ahead.
notice the double teams have kind of dropped down off Trey too. They don't double him no
Yeah,
more like that.
they can't. They can't.
Exactly, because everybody
You know,
now got to be accounted for offensively. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah. I know. I'll say one more thing before before I log off, dude. Dejounte is everything is advertised on the defensive end. The
Oh
dude
yeah.
got 9 steals in 2 games.
Mm.
9 steals in 2 games,
He
man.
going
Like
for
he's
all
just a
defensive
ball
team.
hawk.
He going for all
He's just a
defense.
ball hawk. He's a ball hawk, and he gives us easy transition, easy buckets, man. And now everybody else caught on. What did JC have like 3 steals a night too?
Yeah, he got
He
3
had three
steals tonight.
steals.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He had 3 steals, man. Like I said, and then DeJounte, it helps us tremendously on that, getting us easy fast break points because we was at the bottom half of the league last year in fast break points, man. I think that gets up into at least mid tier, top 10 this year with just him alone getting no steals, man. So that's a good asset to have. And he almost had a triple double. I mean,
Yeah, he missed about a 1 rebound and 1 dime.
what is it? Dude is everything is advertised. But yeah, man, that's all I
And he
gotta
shot
say.
50% from the field.
50% from the field, exactly. You know, when he didn't have it going early on. But yeah, man, that's all
Yeah.
I gotta say. Good win.
All
Come
right,
back
my guy.
Sunday, get another dub, man. Let's keep the ball rolling.
All righty, man. That's my guy, Juan. I appreciate you, my G. Stay up, man.
Yep,
Stay safe, my
yep.
guy. You know what
Thank you,
time it
man.
is. All right, family. So now everybody know the MVP of the game was John Collins. No question about it. So this is what we finna do. I'm finna bring on the homies. They finna finish off the post game live. And I'm about to be up out of here because when I bring more than one person up here, the stream lock up for some reason. But we want to still keep it going because I know Trey, Rashad, and Matt got a whole lot more shit to say. So let me bring them up here. And I know, yeah, that's good to get. Anybody else gonna tap in? All righty. So let's bring on Trey. There we go. Rashad back up in here. Matt back up in here. All right, fellas, y'all got it. It's your boy. I'm up out of here, man. Y'all know when y'all done, y'all just log off. Just close your browser. You feel me?
All right, cool, man.
All right, family. Peace.
Trey, why don't you sing us something real quick, man? Hello? Trey Beast? Can you hear me? Hello?
I don't know if he can hear you.
Trey, can you hear me? Hello? Well, all right,
Trey. No, he can't hear none of us. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Matt, can you hear Rashad?
Yes.
Okay. Trey. Oh, his mic looked muted. Hold up.
Yeah.
It looked muted. I don't know if it's on his end. Let me see.
Trey, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Your mic was muted on your end, bro.
Trey, where can we hear your music, bro? Didn't you say you do music?
Oh, he froze up.
And he froze up. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it ain't meant to talk about music.
Yeah. I'll wait up here, see if he come back real quick.
Yeah.
Hopefully it don't freeze up on me and whatnot.
So what we doing? Just ratings?
What y'all want to do?
I did want to say this one thing about comments you made, Matt. JJ did not look good, brother. He did. I'm sorry. JJ did not look good at all. Like he did not. I love what he did game one. He focused on playing good defense, fitting in, being a professional. This game, he was a little too zealous, wanted his shot, and he could not find it. You can right now clearly his offensive game is not ready for the NBA. That's all. That's it, man.
I mean, I felt he was more aggressive. So, last game it was like people were like, "Oh, he got to be more assertive." So I felt today he was more assertive, but I still don't believe enough shots was there for him.
How many shots did he get?
With his skill set? Shots and decision making. Because I feel like a lot of the time, Aaron Holiday, he does good things, but a lot of the time he's looking to score himself. So I think JJ makes better decisions with the ball in the sense even if you want to run plays, you can do it through him at the top of the key. You can have him bring the ball down the court. I felt like we took a lot of bad shots in the second unit, a lot of bad shots. Holiday hit a couple at the Justin Holiday hit a couple at the end, but he still. I'm like, if he would have missed that three that he hit to put us up 5, I was like, I'm willing to put Griffin in the game to see if he can hit some of them same looks because you're wide open. You got to make them shots, and so. But I thought Jalen played for what's being asked of him. I think he's playing well, especially on defense.
On defense, I will give you that. Like he had that charge, that blocking. I thought that was a really good play. I thought he got there. He's showing that he understands the rotation and when to be where. I thought that was really good. He got Mo Bamba. Was it Mo Bamba? Mo Bamba was in the paint and blocked his shot in the corner. Like,
Yeah. I mean, he's got a what, 7'1" wingspan? So
okay,
that's gonna happen.
okay, Mo. If that's Trae Young, you think he get a shot blocked? I doubt it.
He got a shot block.
By Mo Bamba?
Not by Mobamba, but I think didn't he get it blocked by
He got one block in the paint. He didn't get one blocked in the three.
I thought Trae got a 3 block.
I don't remember that one, but
not a 3. I thought it was a jump shot. I thought he got a jump shot block.
Yeah, he got a jump shot block, but a 3, and the guy was in the paint. Like he missed the open one, which I'm glad he took because he was open. It felt kind of rushed. He got bounced, but like right now, what is he? He got to prove it. Like Aaron Holiday competes on both ends. He has the capability to facilitate. I think, I'm not, and plus Aaron Holiday only took like 3 shots.
Well, it wasn't the shot. Well, some of it was shots, but it was more so his decision where he had the ball going and where basically, the pace he was playing with and his decision.
He played fast.
But I felt we took a lot of bad shots. Now, some of that is on the coaching staff because whatever sets or whatever plays y'all say Nate has is, I don't see a lot of them, especially when I go back and rewatch the film. I don't see a lot of plays, a lot of sets. I see they do run some, but it's very minimal. And
you do realize we had the number 2 offense in the league last year.
But a lot of that had to do with the pick and roll. A lot of that had to do with, it wasn't really strategy. A lot of it had to do with just Trae Young's style of play. But in the playoffs, when it came time for strategy, it's the reason we look so terrible. Because
we didn't have a secondary way to play.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with coaching. Yeah, like it's the pick and to me personally, the pick and roll is not a play. It's not. I mean, it's been around since forever. It's not a play. Now you can run the pick and roll and run other stuff off of the pick and roll. Mm-hmm. You can run a side pick and roll, and you can run off ball screens. You can do other stuff in addition to the pick and roll. But to just have the pick and roll, and then when it doesn't work, to say, "Oh, we just got to set better screens." I mean,
well, okay, so it's horns. It's horns and offense.
It's a play.
It's an offensive set.
Yeah, it's a play. But what I'm saying is, I'm not looking for 100 plays. I'm more so looking for a style of play. So you don't like the Golden State. They don't have 100 plays, but they have motion and they have different things that they do that's just incorporated into their style of play. That's what I would like to see Nate incorporate. And you saw it in the first game, and you saw it tonight. Like, a lot of it is.
I'll say this. I get what you're saying. Like you want them to have, like you want them to run sets. So like if you're in horns, you want them to come down in the horns. You pass it into the elbow. You know that you trigger the weak side pistol action. You may trigger a double set pick and roll or something like that. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I feel like Nate last year was limited in what he could do because the team was limited, and like as far as like the way that they played, he was limited in what he can do because the team was limited in what he can do. One of the things that I think Murray brings to us that's very glaring is Murray shows you how good of a point guard Trae Young is not. And this is what I mean. Typically, when you're thinking about point guards, you're thinking about pace, like the ability to control the pace of the game, the ability to facilitate, and these are just offensive. And then you look for, can they make shots? Can they get into the paint? All of these different things. But those first two things, Trey could not control pace. Trey played one way, and that was the only way he played. And now we're able to play. We play at multiple pace now. We slowed it down the last 5 minutes when we sealed the game. But now we have 3 ball handlers, to where before we only had 1. Now we can get into our sets early. That's one of the reasons Collins is able to get the shots that he gets, because we're able to get into our sets early. He's able to set a screen, roll, seal, receive, things like that. And so I think he has what you're looking for. It may just not be the way you want it to look.
Yeah, okay, I'm coming down the court, I'm doing a double stagger screen up top. I could run, Trey off of an Iverson cut across the middle of the floor, and John Collins could slip the screen. You can do a variation of different things stylistically in addition to the pick and roll. He could have done that last year, especially with some of the shooters we had. He could have, he could have ran flares off of pistols. He could have done a lot of different stuff last year that he didn't do. That is just not, to me, he's not that type of coach. He's the type of coach, like I've been saying for years, he's the type of coach to get the team motivated. Like Doc Rivers. He's going to get the guys motivated and revved up to play, and, the Fisk and all that stuff. But when it comes down to, all right, this team is giving me this look. I see we got 2 bad possessions in a row. Let me call a timeout to draw something up to get us the perfect look for this defensive set. He's not that type of a coach. And that's all I'm saying. So motivating is yay, rah-rah is yay. But on the other side of that, you need a strategist, and he's not that. So I think a lot of times last year, and I hope this year doesn't come down to that, but last year, a lot of times it came down to me, you're playing off of Trey's natural ability. You're playing off of his creativity and what he sees out on the floor. But there is no assistance from the sidelines. They don't say, hey, Trey, let me enhance or amplify what you see out on the court. Let's do it, let's do it this way. It's like, hey, Trey, do what you do, see what you see, and if it don't work, let me try to tell you, well, next time, tamper it down and, play more, conservative. And so that's, to me, the difference between Trey and Murray. Trey, I think it's an excellent point guard, top 5 in the league. But with Murray plays more conservative than Trey does. So it looks, I won't say it looks better, but it looks different from what we're used to.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a fair point. Like, particularly in today's NBA, Trey is what today's NBA, the modern NBA point guard looks like, which is, electric, can make shots, can make plays, very heliocentric, and high ball usage, and that's actually what gives them their value. That's why they get their stats. And I agree, Murray is more of a traditional point guard. It reminds me, the first time that I really looked at Murray and was like, whoa, was when they beat the shit out of us last year. And that was actually like one of my first times on the chat. And the mud was going crazy. But like I watched that game over and over, like just like the replays over and over. And the way that Murray was able to like dictate from like 80 feet, like how they would play the possession. Knowing when to advance the ball, knowing when to slow the ball down, knowing when to get the drag screen, and pop to the elbow. All of these different things. Trey, if you ever watch, Trey's a very limited point guard. If you ever watch Vance Wahlberg, the guy that pretty much invented the dribble drive offense.
Mm-hmm.
Trey, he's computerized right there. That's why John Collins, the only touches he got was on the three or lobs at the rim, because that's the dribble drive offense, the ASA, to where you attack, you get in the paint, you make the read at the rim, you make the read in the corners. If not, throw it back to your safety, and then you roll. And so, like, Trey didn't have flow, like, to the game, to his game as a point guard the way that Murray has. And I think that's maybe it doesn't look organized, it doesn't look chaotic, but I think there's a clear difference in the different styles that we play this year.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so Gerald says Murray plays at a different pace, doesn't make Trey pace wrong, but there's got to be both best worlds. Yeah, I mean, I think with Trey and Murray, the difference to me is style, but the difference too is Murray won't try some of the passes that Trey will try. And so Trey plays with a certain flair, a certain element of surprise that I think you need especially when you get into the playoffs, because you need, against a stacked defense or a good defense, you can't play them straight up. You got to incorporate some form of illusion or trickery to get them out of position. Because you're like, if let's say Milwaukee, right? You're not going to go up and play against a stacked Milwaukee defense in half court, possession after possession after possession. You're going to have to do something creative or something that they're not expecting to try to gain an advantage, because straight up, you're not better than them. So, that's why I always, liked, like, you can incorporate a lot of football elements into basketball. The element of surprise, the trickery. You could do some of that stuff because, especially last year, mostly I'm talking because, this year is still young. But last year, I felt that's where Nate really struggled. He did, you knew all his rotations, and you knew exactly what they were going to do offensively and to a large extent defensively every time down the floor. And it's like, I want to see, like I was saying earlier in the chat, I'm not saying you got to get up off the bench and be, super emotional, hysterical. What I'm saying is I want to see, and the wrestler talked about this, the owner talked about this, I want to see Nate coaching within the game. I want to see him make adjustments. I want to feel his presence as a coach on the sidelines, besides him. I mean, he's staying like that the whole game. And it's like there's no instruction. You look at Nick Nurse, you look at Willie Green, you look at Steve Kerr, the best coaches in the league. They're in the they're in the game. You know what I'm saying? If I threw a ball at Nick,
like that?
Who?
Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson didn't stand up. Phil Jackson sat with his legs folded.
Oh my God! I know you're not hearing Nate.
Phil Jackson sat with his legs folded, and is the greatest coach to ever coach in the NBA.
Well, that might be the case because he already made him a system. He's expected him to run it. Unlike Nate, that appears not to have any system. The triangle. There's a lot of different variations you can run with the triangle. There's a lot of different plays within the triangle. there is a lot of different things you could do. You know, that the triangle gives you 3 different options on every different look.
Yeah.
So he don't really got to do a lot of coaching because the triangle has so much condensed into it. We don't run a triangle. We don't run a Princeton. We don't run none of that. So Nate, I need to see some instruction from you because we don't have a complex or elaborate system. So you got to in the game, you got to instruct and you got to put people in a position to be successful. And to me, he too much he goes off of talent. Trey's unbelievable. You know, Trey has a genius level IQ in the pick and roll. So that's why we're going to run the pick and roll 85 times a game. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Do you ever think, Rashard, that Trey comes down the court and he could take a breather? Nate, like, all right, hey Trey, let's run this set. I know it's going to work. To
I think
me,
he I think he can now. Like I think the way we playing now, there are different people triggering our offense now. Like not only do we I haven't paid attention to our actions on the weak side. I do know that we can get into the pick and roll at the top. We can get into actions, whatever they are. Whether it's pretty much what we do is a 2-man game throughout the court. So we can get into our actions at the top with the pick and roll at the top. We can get into actions from the corner, whether it's triggered by a DHO or a pistol action coming off a curl, and you'll get a shot for a hunter that's usually in the mid range. We had one today. I want to say I think it was Murray's first bucket. So he just came hard off the corner, off the strong side corner, got a DHO and got down here. So
but even that, we could have, I don't necessarily like a
I
bunch of
think that's horns
DHOs,
actually.
but I don't like a lot of DHOs, especially with the way that we were turning the ball over. Because to run a successful DHO, you really got to set that rub screen correctly, and we was just not getting any. We just turned the ball over, just throwing the ball all over the court. So, I don't really like a lot of DHOs in general, especially maybe a young team, but where we are, it needs to be more elaborate than a DHO. Or you can run a DHO, but you can run other stuff in addition to the DHO. You can run, like I said, you can run Iverson cuts, you can run back cuts, you can run flare screens, you can run, split actions up top with a ghost screen. You could do different stuff in addition to just the pick and roll or just the dribble handoff. But Nate, I don't know if he's heard half of those terminologies before, so I don't know that he will incorporate that stuff. I think Rashard left. Okay, so Rashard left. So I'm going to leave too.